What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be doing part 6 of God of War. Last time we fought a massive dragon and then killed him by shoving a anchor into his eyes.
Gearing up for quite the journey.
Yeah, and now...
Feels like it wasn't that long ago we were hunting deer. Now we fought dark elves, trolls, ogres, and a dragon. I feel like we could be anything now.
We win because we are determined, disciplined, not because we feel ourselves superior.
Sure, I know. It's just, it feels good to be strong, you know?
Yes, I know.
Ah, more dragons. How do I switch you? Okay, then I thought he could blow it up.
Stuck.
Wonder if there's another crystal around we could use on those roots.
Right, can you stop shooting the thingy?
There we go. Want me to shatter it?
Oh, okay then.
Oh, I'm gonna like this. Strange though. That one didn't completely blow up.
Oh, I
That
can see
crystal
this
just shot it once. It's glowing again.
Oh. Hello. Oh, double kill.
I see improvement.
Nightmare Parasite. So I'm assuming it infects druggies to make them faster and stronger. I'm more worried about the big ice guys than, you know, a nightmare, but oh well. Why can I not hurt you? Oh! Right, how much is the...
I can't Where did it go now?
Oh, right, yeah, it's invulnerable to my... Yeah, but how am I supposed to beat this guy?
Changing arrows!
Wait, there's a thing coming up on it, but I can't actually press any button. I just killed this friggin' thing. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go. You come on or what? Where's that? It's not you. Okay.
Focus up.
What's that? That killed me? Oh, I pressed it. Just die.
I'm set! bridge over there. How do we get to it?
Thank God for that. Now what? Yeah, I'm not even gonna read that, to be honest. Can you stop walking into me back? Another one? Okay.
I will never get tired of shattering things with this.
Cool. Not cool. God's sake. Oh, do you have any health stones? No. We'll leave that, don't you, man?
Here. Boy.
Sir,
Sit.
huh? Interesting. I may want to write that down.
You gotta tell us what it was. Okay. Here found leaders of the Vanek, slain by Magri and Modi, sons of Thor. The Jotnar bear witness to the cruelty of this long war. Neither Azar nor Vanya may. Why are these words so bad, bro? It is foreseen, but may be left of Midgard before they laid down arms. The giants wanted peace, so wonder they killed. No wonder they liked Tia so much. I'm never reading again.
It's getting colder.
It's too early in the morning
Must
for
be
this.
near the top.
Last night I beat a dragon. I wake
Not
up
long
and I'm
now,
reading
no.
friggin' stories. Health zone.
Look, the summit. We're so close now.
Your quiver.
Strap broke when we fought the dragon. It's all right. I can hold it.
Stop.
Oh god.
Broken quiver will slow your draw. Pain we endure. Faulty weaponry we do not. This will do for now. Good?
Good.
Go.
Okay.
Steady, boy. Mind your footing.
Uh-huh.
You're hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Father, no.
Ooh, his health didn't go down at all then. What am I supposed to do with this guy? Screw it. Oh, there's a way. Oh. Okay. Okay, so we're not here.
How's Grandma? Can't burn it, can't cut it. There must be some way up.
What?
You hear those voices too, right?
Yes, be silent.
Well. It's the drunken raider. You know why we're
Wait.
That sounds like the same man
Stranger.
who came to our house. You said you killed him.
Shh.
You've got company this time. Must be important if the sons of Thor deign to grace me with their presence. Tell me, you two still tripping over yourselves to impress Daddy?
The tattooed man.
Oh.
Tracks show he now travels with a child. Where would they go next?
Why would I know that?
You're the smartest man alive, aren't you?
Smarter than all the dead ones, too.
Who the hell speaks?
You help me, I help you. Tell me where they are, and I'll talk to Odin.
Your father won't let me go, Balder, and he won't let you kill me. You have nothing to offer me, so take your questions, take your threats, take these two worthless wankers, and piss off!
When no one's looking, we'll be back for your other eye.
Don't you forget.
We really are, aren't we?
New entry. Oh. Oh, I thought like maybe he just didn't want to fight no more. We crushed him with a giant rock, squished him, he got up from that, then we snapped his neck and chucked him off a cliff. How is he alive? I mean, I understand they can't feel pain, but like, we snapped his neck. Just because he can't feel pain doesn't mean we don't kill him.
Ah, the very topic of conversation. A tattooed man traveling with a child.
We took the path. Make sure we're all alone.
But we just saw them leave.
Do as I say.
Oh, there's this
Doesn't
guy.
know what you are.
And I would keep it that way. Who are you?
Me? I'm the greatest ambassador to the gods, the giants, and all the creatures of the Nine Realms. I know every corner of these lands, every language spoken, every war waged, every deal struck. They call me Mimir, smartest man alive. And I have the answer to your every question.
Why does the son of Odin hunt us?
Okay, there are a few gaps in my knowledge. Odin's had me imprisoned here for 109 winters. I'm a clever lad. I can piece it together. Promise. Just given time.
Nobody there, just like I said.
The boy's mother is dead. She wished her...
She wanted us to spread her ashes on the highest peak in all the realms.
Oh, then you've come to the wrong place, little brother. The highest peak in all the realms is not here in Midgard. It's in Jotunheim, realm of the giants.
No!
That could not be what she meant.
Take a look. This is the last known bridge to Jotunheim in all the realms.
Oh, thank God for that. We don't have to go through
Looks like a giant
full of the
finger
mountain.
scraping the
Because we
sky.
just...
That's the highest peak in all the realms. No here.
Can't we just take that bridge? We have a Bifrost.
When the giants destroyed all other bridges to their realm, they locked this one up with a secret rune. If it still exists, only a giant would know it.
And all of them left Midgard a long time ago.
True. But today, the winds of fate have kicked up a strange vortex of coincidence. Fact is, there's only one person alive who can get you where you need to go. And luckily for you, my schedule's wide open.
We're going to Jotunheim, right?
It's your best and only move from a tactical standpoint. It's the one place the man who cannot be killed won't follow you.
What do we do?
Yes!
First, you need to cut off my head.
Wait, what?
Odin made sure that no weapon, not even Thor's hammer, could free my body from these bonds. But fortunately, you don't need my body. The trick is, we need to find someone who can reanimate my head using the old magic.
Old magic. There's a witch of the woods. She knows the old ways.
And she'll help, she might do, worth a try.
But if she fails, he will be dead.
He tortures me, you know. Every day, brother. Odin himself sees to it personally, and believe me, there is no end to his creativity. Every single day. This isn't living.
Very well.
Oh, I can't watch this.
Bro, you helped kill the dragon, bro.
In case he can't resurrect me, there's something you need to know. Boy, the longer you wait to tell him his true nature, the more damage you do. He will resent you, and you may lose him forever.
There's much about me I would not have him know.
So you value your privacy more than your son, eh?
I'm going to cut off your head now.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Jotunheim! We're going to Jotunheim! We're going to find the long-lost realm of the giants. That's...
Inconvenient.
Yeah, that's just what I was going to say.
Hello.
Another cipher piece. I'll see what I can fit together.
Was this guy dead? I thought he speaks. I seen it in the trailer for Ragnarok. Is it Ragnarok?
Do you remember the way to the witch's house?
Or was it this
Yeah.
game? I don't even know. But I've seen him talking.
South of the lake. I know just where to go.
Or I'm just going crazy.
Hope she made it back from Alfheim and can bring the mirror. Seem nice. Before you cut up.
What's this? I forgot if we travelled it. It doesn't even look like we travelled that far. Oh my god, I bet we still have like 10 hours left in this game. Where's my compass too? There is anything too. Oh, right, I have to go from the door. Okay, can I... Is this where I need to go? Okay, I'm just hoping this is where I need to go.
Look
mean,
at this
it's-
place. This must be a branch of the World Tree.
Boy, stay on the path.
Right, I know. I
Okay.
can't believe it was Baldur that came to our house. The Aesir though. Baldur. And you fought it. And won.
Yes.
One of Odin's sons. Thor's brother. And I was hunting.
It means my broken controller, so if my camera just goes like, up for no
If
reason,
we can raise the head, you
I
can
do
ask
apologize.
him.
Okay. You know,
Why are you just going in a circle?
My kind. Now is not the time for that.
Yes, sir.
Why didn't you show up before?
Rock! Rock! Rock!
What? I'm on a fucking break. Don't hear me screeching at you whenever you're twiddling your short and curlies.
Bro, you've been on a break for like 2 hours.
No, crap. Well, you already soiled my solitude, so you may as well join me.
Okay.
I'm not hungry.
Good. It's not what I was offering.
Saw your brother again.
Congratulations. And I'm sure you'll let him go and Roger my axe good and plenty again. Hmm? Let's see the damage. Little canker throat wouldn't know proper weight and balance if it were dangling off his chut. Hmm. You eating well enough?
I guess.
Good. All better.
So will that to
What
make
the
it
fuck
stronger?
else you want, huh? Times he gets so wrapped up in his work since he hasn't the sense to sip or sup.
Boy, what is the path back to the witch?
First, we need to find a boat.
Cool.
Do you remember the way back to the witch from here?
That way, behind the big statue of Thor.
Okay.
I wish we could have gone on a trip like this with Mother. She could fight, couldn't she?
Yes. She fought. Beautifully.
Aww. Hey, this spider came in my room at this point. Part 2.
So, know any good stories to pass the time?
What kind of story?
I don't know. Mother always had stories. Weren't you told me when you were... Huh?
The water dropped.
When the serpent rose. Right. I knew that.
Okay then.
I know she's really powerful, but you really think the witch can bring a head back to life?
She seems competent in her craft. And we have nothing to lose.
If she can't bring it back to life, can we keep the head?
No. But you may feed it to the fish.
Okay.
Okay. You going mentally. You're going mentally insane. Oh. Oh, it's one of these. Why did I do that? I'm running. I'm not even gonna fight. Never mind, I'm gonna fight. Ha! This game is just getting incredibly hard. Jesus. Did I do that? Am I even going the right way? Oh, this is the right way. I thought this was like a chest thing.
I bet this'll lead out.
Oh, you think?
Turn back ASAP. Guess the gods aren't welcome here. There he is. I hope he remembers us.
I hope so. I hope so too.
How's it going, Charlie? Is there a witch friend here?
What is that name?
That's what he told me it was. Or what it sounded like in my head anyway. Charlie. Bye-bye!
Charlie. What the bloody hell are you here? Thank you. Jesus Christ, I'm so nice. Am I done? No. Any more?
That takes care of that.
Oh.
Father, she is here.
Oh, hello.
It's so good to see you again. I knew you weren't dead.
Hello.
Oh, can you bring the head back to life?
I'm not sure I understand what... Wait. Where did you get those? The arrows. Give them to me, now.
They were a gift.
Do as she says, boy.
These arrows are dangerous. They're wicked. You find any more, you destroy them, understand?
Why
Do you understand? Say it!
I understand. If I see them, I'll destroy them.
It's all I ask. Forgive me. Please, take my arrows in their place. I have no need for them anymore.
Why'd you do that?
Now, what's this about a head? Do you have any idea who this is? Did you kill him?
At his request. He claimed you could revive him.
Me? Are you sure you heard him right?
Please?
Take him to the table. Himmler. It's been a long time since I've practiced the old magic. Hold him there. Let's have a look. Well, thankfully his head hasn't decayed much and his brain is still intact. Nice clean cut. Cutting off his head of all people. I sure hope you know what you're doing. Now, hold his head under the water and don't let go. I mean it. That's enough.
It worked!
Let me see him.
That's disgusting.
Mimir? You there?
Yes.
Good.
Oh. Hello, Freya. Been a long time. You look well.
What I did for them. As far as I'm concerned, death suits you better.
I'd bow if I could, Your Majesty. Forgive me. Had I known the witch in the woods was Freya herself, I never would have suggested this.
Freya? The goddess Freya?
You didn't know either? Sorry.
When word gets out that Mimir is free, the wrath of Odin won't be far behind.
You are God.
Leader of the Vanir, once, yes. But no
Oh.
longer.
You did not think it important to tell me.
Are you really going to lecture me about that?
We are leaving, boy.
Fair enough.
Now.
You're welcome!
Why did you do that?
We cannot trust her.
Because she's a god?
Have I taught you nothing, boy?
But she's helped us a lot.
She lied.
Some people value their privacy. Best not to judge, brother.
When I require your council head, I will ask.
Fair enough. Get me to Tyr's temple in the Lake of the Nine, and I'll get you to Jotunheim as promised.
We know the temple. What's there?
Only the last living giant in Midgard. Better to tell us the way.
The world serpent? Wait, do you know how to talk to him?
Indeed. He speaks an obscure tongue more ancient even than these mountains. None are left in Midgard who speak it. Except, of course, for me.
Oh.
It's true. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but Jormungandr is a sparkling conversationalist.
Can I just kill the head? It's kind of creepy that it's just, you know, the back of my head.
So, Mimir, why did Freya spin your face?
No. Speak of Baldur. He claims nothing harms him.
Aye, Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
Boasting of a god. Everyone has a weakness.
Not him, I'm afraid. Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
You just said that, Mimir.
Did I?
What is the source of this power?
Well, as I recall, it involved, a spell?
Mimir?
Parts of my brain must still be coming back to life. Just need a moment to finish waking up.
Hope he's not broken.
Yeah, I mean, he did cut his head off and give it to a witch to bring back to life, but you know. Lake of Nine.
Mimir, we're on the lake.
Perfect. Dock us near the bridge.
Yeah, there he is. Where's his head? See, why don't we just have a whole game like this? No fighting monsters,
Mimir,
just
You never
go on
did tell
boat
me why
ride.
Freya spin your face.
Well, she blames me in large measure for her present circumstances, and not totally without reason. It all goes back to the long war between the Aesir and Vanir.
I'm going to the wrong
Prior
place.
to that, wars for the Aesir were easily won. But the Vanir had proved their equal and exacted devastating damage.
What do you want from me, game?
Both sides suffered tremendous losses. And for many of us,
Oh.
quite frankly, war was simply no fun anymore. But a rather senseless waste of precious life.
Enough. No stories. Not while on foot. Our focus is the road.
Completely understand. I'll finish later, lad.
Okay, continue. Continue. Story. Oh, don't. Wait, now, where'd it go? Because this thing don't work. What? Oh, maybe this isn't the way. Oh, I thought that was the way. No book dog found. Okay. What was over there?
Nightmares! Oh! What awful pest!
Yeah, I know, right? Right, we can't get there. What does this game actually want from me then? I have to get it there, but like... maybe he's just bugging at them. Yeah, the compass did.
Ed, how do we speak to the serpent?
There's a horn on a platform at the middle point of the bridge.
Can you just remember me now? Put Horn's head on the
That
time.
horn!
I need that alchemist for something I'm stewing up for you. If in your smarts, you'll find him.
You're not gonna talk about the head on the back? Okay. Cool. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to fight some idiots. Speak to the World Serpent. Oh god, this is gonna be fun.
Good. Now put my lips to the horn.
Wait. Let's get ready for a masterpiece of a game. Oh, it's terrifying.
Why is he doing that?
Odin had that statue made in honor of Thor. And seeing as the world serpent absolutely abhors the fat dauber, he was probably sick of looking at it.
But doesn't that hurt?
Well, he and Thor have a bit of an unpleasant history between them. Or they will, anyway. So I guess waking up to see it was worse than the thought of lumps of solid stone passing through his gullet. You want me to ask him?
No. Our only concern is Jotunheim.
Alright, wish me luck.
I wish you luck.
I've still got it, lads. He remembers me. Why you? Oh no, that's not right. Makuna huntun kun. He knows the pain of your loss. He will help you. Efniun Folkur. Curious.
What is it?
Oh, nothing to be concerned about.
What is he doing?
Making sure we're heading in the right direction. Listen closely now. We need two things to get us into the land of the giants. First, we need to learn the travel rune that opens realm travel to Jotunheim. Second, we need to carve that rune into the special gateway.
Is that one of the people we first met you?
Correct. Except the giants, in their infinite wisdom, saw to it that no ordinary chisel would do the job. Only the tip of a magical chisel opens that gate. Luckily, I know where it is. It's not far.
He looked kind of mad for a moment.
Now that,
That's
I said we were
scary.
friends of Odin. You'll forgive me. Never spoken the ancient tongue sober.
God, I can't turn my camera,
Wait,
so that's
look.
annoying.
The water's dropped even further. You can see more of the realm towers and statues. I even see new places to explore along the shore.
Where is this chisel?
Find me a boat, and we'll go from there.
Complete. Now what? Oh, right, yeah, that makes sense. Go back down would probably be a good. Yeah. Cool. Let's keep going. Hey, can my camera just stay still, please? Like that. And maybe this is this control's gonna be the death of me.
You're up that alchemist what needed finding?
Oh, I thought it was going in your idea. But no, I'm going to right here.
We can either look for that special chisel now, or go exploring for a little while. I'm happy with whatever you want to do.
Sharp chest.
Which way to the chisel?
Keep rowing towards the statues of the oarsmen, then thread past between them.
Is that crystals? Shark crystals? You can't shoot one of them anyways.
Lemire, you were in the middle of a story before. What were you saying about the Long War?
Enough was enough. And at last, Odin's most brilliant advisor became determined to find a more enlightened path. He set about to broker a peace between the gods. Took some convincing, but ultimately Odin was persuaded to marry his deadliest enemy, a certain Vanir goddess, legendary not only for her fertile beauty, but her genius at the very Vanir magic that Odin had long aspired to master.
Freya married Odin? What was in it for her?
It was a sacrifice to protect her people, a selfless act of love. Truly, she deserves better than she got. But of course, there's more to that story.
Okay. How much longer we got? How much longer we got on the game then? Is it like ages or just hour left, 2 hours left, 10 hours left?
You were taken from this realm too early. You who walks among the living, my beloved Gulvig calls to me. She yearns for peace, yet her remains lie in pieces. I beg of you, make my Gulvig whole again.
What?
You want us to collect her bones? Gross.
Gulvig's Seidr magic knows no bounds. She can reunite you with those you've lost.
Really? How?
Boy.
I can smell your grief, child. Rest assured, her magic is strong enough to create bridges between life and death. If only for a short while.
Boy, we are leaving.
They've taken 3 of Sweet Gulvig's bones and spread them across the lake. Bring me her bones, child. Gulvig will reward you.
Can I just kill you? Okay, well I'm gonna leave this video here after I pull this gate down.
Good. The special chisel is ahead past this gate.
Cool.
Prepare yourself.
For what? Oh. For a King Kong thingy. Oh, hello. Why the hell are they here? Oh well. Let's go on the King Kong one page. Why are the... Hey, why are you not here? You should be all fine, not you.
This realm suffers without her spirit.
Father, maybe we should listen to his bone then.
Why?
Didn't you hear him? We could talk to Mom again. If we keep an eye out
Look
while...
if you wish, boy. I will not be distracted by this fool's errand.
Okay, that's a bit rude. yeah, so I'm going to leave that episode there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.